Coventry landlords, are you aware that there is additional HMO licensing in Coventry? You could be a landlord that's letting out your property and it should be a licensed HMO without you knowing about it. This is the big information that we need to tell you about as a Coventry landlord. If you haven't already, do please click on the subscribe button. And in addition to that, do please click onto the bell to be notified of any new content that we release in the future. So HMO, what is a house of multiple occupation? What's the definition? It is a property where you've got 3 or more people that are living in a property with shared facilities such as a kitchen or a bathroom that are from 2 separate households. So 3 people, 2 separate households, 1 property with shared facilities. That is the simple definition. Now then, there is licensing that got bought in a number of years ago, and it was the mandatory licensing that's in place initially, which is for 5 or more people from 2 or more households that are living in 1 property with shared facilities. Now then, what has been brought in since is additional licensing. So this means that anything in Coventry, which is classed as a HMO, so if you've got 3 or more people living in a property from 2 separate households in 1 property with shared facilities, you will need a HMO license. So let's say, for example, you've got a couple that are living in a property that are coming under hard times. They've got a spare room in their 2-bedroom mid-terraced house in Earlsdon, for example. And what they're looking to do, they're going to let out that room to their friend from a separate household. You see where I'm going with this one? They will need a license. Not in addition to that, they'll need to abide by HMO licensing rules and regulations as well. This is the sorts of information that you need to be aware of. You know, it's not a case of number of bedrooms or number of tenancy agreements. It's the number of people that are living in a property from separate households. You need to be aware of this. Now then, you know, what sort of penalties and fines could it be that, you know, you are given if you're in breach of the law? Well, you know, we've got civil penalties, you've got banning orders, you've got fines, unlimited fines in some cases, rent repayment orders even. These are big, big, big impacts upon you as a person in your life if you don't abide by the rules. And here at Homemaker Properties, we want to help you to be fully aware and fully compliant. We've got over 13 years of managing successful and, more than importantly, compliant HMOs for our landlords. And we want to make sure that you are compliant as well. With this in mind, we've got a free download, absolutely free, which is our HMO compliance checklist download. It's a guide for you to make sure that you are doing things right. We want to make sure that you as a landlord are feeling, you know, comfortable and happy, sleeping with peace of mind that knowing your properties are compliant and your tenants are knowing that that property as well is safe for them.